Welcome to my channel. This channel is about everything hammocking without the trees. And so I thought I would start the first video by showing you a system that I have set up right now on my balcony. This is all things our Grand Trunk in this little setup here. And for me, I use just all portable. I have several different portable hammock stands, and I don't hook anything to trees. Out on our balcony, we have trouble with hornets, and so I do need to sit out here and be covered so I don't get stung by any bees. And I did find it challenging to find companies that make bug net systems that actually work with their hammock stands, and I did not see any videos of this Grand Trunk bug net system with this hammock stand. So I thought it would be helpful to anyone who's investigating this as an option. This is the Grand Trunk Hangout Hammock Stand, and then the bug netting is the Grand Trunk Mozzy 360 Bug Net Shelter System, and then I also have the Grand Trunk Double Parachute Hammock on the inside. This is a long hammock stand. It's about 11 feet 6 inches, about 4 feet high, 4 feet wide, so it is a big hammock stand. For me, it's fine because I just leave this set up out here. I've had it out here for about 2 months straight now, and but otherwise I probably wouldn't take this anywhere. It's nice because I can take it down, and it is technically portable. It comes with a carry bag, but it weighs 42 pounds, so I'm not really going to tote this one around anywhere. It is a sturdy hammock for leaving out here and again taking it apart at the end of the season, but at 42 pounds, I have other ones that are much lighter. When I put it together the first time, it was a little bit challenging. The directions are pictures, and it's probably just me, but I managed to put the poles together wrong, and then I had to take it apart, and then the pins didn't want to come undone. So it did take me a little bit of time to get it set up the first time. The bug net system, again, is the Mozzy 360. This is the second season I'm using the bug net system, so in total it's been sitting outside, probably 6 or 7 months between last season and this season, and it's held up really nice. And I used it with a different stand last year and tried hooking it just to the stand, but you really need to have some kind of anchors to make it be tight, which is the one thing I don't care for so much with this with the bug net system, but it does work if you can figure it out. We're not allowed to put any nails into the top siding or the side siding, so we just installed this board with some hooks at the top to allow us to get that to be tight. So I'll kind of show you over here the system. This is how they connect together. It has these little pins. There we go. They just snap in and out. Like I said, sometimes they didn't want to snap in and sometimes they didn't want to snap out, so that is the challenge with these kind of things, but it doesn't require any other tools or nuts or bolts or anything like that, which is kind of nice. It does come with this 18-inch strap that has some different options for you putting your carabiner in there, and I'll go on the inside and show you that. But for me, I found it a little challenging because this hang is too high. But when I go down to the next choice, the hang has too much sag in it, and then once you get in it, you're almost touching the ground. So for me, I just wish that these little straps here had more choices, because there is a pretty big gap between one choice and the next choice, and just to be able to fine-tune it, it would be nice if they just had more choices on that. The floor of the bug netting system is like, they call it a bathtub type water resistant flooring. Ideally, there's little tabs on the bottom. If you can see, you would stake it down to the ground, but that can't happen when you're on the balcony. It doesn't reach from one side to the other in order for you to try to affix it real tightly to the stand, and so I put the strings on there just to allow some movement, so it wasn't so tight that it would rip if we got a lot of wind. But ideally, probably putting some soup cans or some weights or something in the corner to kind of keep that floor down would probably be a better solution. There's a door here. It's a zippered door, as you can see. And then if you look through the netting, there's only seams at the top. So you have a pretty good view without seams getting in the way. It's no seam netting, so none of the tiny bugs are going to get in, but you know, the netting is nice and see-through. So I'll show you the inside here. So here's the straps I was talking about. You can have just some choices there, but like I said, the choices are kind of far apart from each other. But it gets pretty tight, so I really haven't had trouble with any bugs getting in. And like I said, you have a nice view there. So this is the Grand Trunk system. Hope this video might be helpful for anyone that's interested in purchasing this.